Hello again. I've just done one of those proving that a sequence converges to a value. Very commonly a second part of a question like that requires you to find a least integer, n, such that the value is less than something, and they've chosen a very small number here, 0.001 1000, for all n greater than n, and we have to find the least integer n that will satisfy that situation. So I thought I'd just add that on to that previous question. We've just been showing beforehand, if I just take you to the top of that proof, the proof was all about the absolute value of that expression we've got being less than epsilon, and you can see what they've done with this second part here. And so this, instead of an epsilon that you use in the proof, they've just put in a value there. So what's happened here is that we've been told that the epsilon equals to 0.001, and that, which is, the sequence will converge if we're beyond less than, if the value is less than that particular number, or in our case we're just trying to find the n. So let's just try and find that n. Here we go. We've got it from doing the proof up here, and we just have to put our value for epsilon that we into this equation. So we're going to get our n is going to be 1 over 4 times 0.001 take away a half. I'll do this on a calculator. We could probably, if we were working hard, work it out. 0.004 minus a half. I will use a calculator for it because it will save my head. Comes to 249.5. Okay, so what is then the least integer, capital N, such that this lot is true? Because at the moment we've got n equals that. Now that's not an integer. We have to find an integer such that that is true for all n bigger than that. Okay, well, in our proof we have n, little n has to be bigger than that, and it's the same as that we've got here. The little n has to be bigger than the big N, and then it's all going to be true. But we have to have capital N as an integer. Now, if I put n as being 250, capital N, so I'll show you something here. This is not correct, but I'll just show you why it's not correct. If I were to put n equal to 250, then little n must be bigger than that. So little n, then the first one it could be would be 251. But we can get the least, we're looking for the least one. That would work, but we're looking for the least one. So if I choose capital N equal to, we've got 249.5 here, if I choose it to be 249, then little n, which must be bigger than that, could be equal to 250. And that will be the least it can be. Because if little n was equal to something else, it wouldn't be satisfying that little n must be bigger than that. So little n must be bigger than this, must be bigger than this value here. And we want the least one, so we have to go for that. And that capital N then must be the 249, so that little n can be bigger than that, to be bigger there, and at its smallest value. You just got to be careful you get exactly the right one that's the least integer. Anyway, this is the incorrect solution, and that's incorrect because that gave us capital N as 250, I rounded up, and then you need your little n, which must be bigger than that, would have to start at 251, but there is one smaller, and that's this one here. So this is the correct solution. The least integer n is 249. Okay, just be careful with those ones, that's all. I'll stop there.